This is the point when you start to lose games, you can sort of break apart and splinter, and that is where that veteran leadership in the locker room, just to keep everybody unified, can be so critical.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Bledsoe is out there with the great one, and it's Drummond in at the 5. Roam in the paint. And for the Raptors, C.J. McCollum out there with Markelle Fultz. Then it's Pascal Siakam, and it's Boucher in at the 5 down low. And he gets the bucket.
Well, an aggressive Pascal Siakam is a dangerous Pascal Siakam. Nicely done.
Bledsoe looking it over. And the pass to the great one. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Siakam outside. It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Fultz. Passes to Boucher. Shot clock at 5. And that's going to be a travel. And he has been on another level this past month, getting Eastern Conference Player of the Month, the great one.
And what a stretch it's been for him. I mean, it goes beyond the scoring, which he has had no problem doing. He's been all over the small things that take a shooting guard from good to great.
And stolen by Siakam. Now the Raptors moving it up. Siakam's running. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Now, here's Fultz. Guarded by Bledsoe. Pass to McCollum. Takes a shot at the elbow. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Giannis passes to the great one. Middleton outside. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. The offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo. Good D by Siakam.
Boy, you're going up against this guy in this close a range. You've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Now here's Drummond. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Bledsoe, and that's good off the glass that time.
Eric Bledsoe entered the league with a quality mid-range game and gets one to go there.
McCollum with the ball. He had 16 points in the win against Cleveland. Wide open shot is on the money. McCollum's got 6. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. 4-point game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
And how about the attitude of Fultz? When he's taking it inside, he's aiming to hurt somebody's feelings.
Here's the great one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Bucks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That's good from the great one.
And Toronto choosing their team name back in '94. The fans helped them narrow it down, and with dinosaurs all over the silver screen, it helped tilt things towards the Raptors.
And we all remember those early uniforms, those giant velociraptors across the front. Fortunately, they've toned it down a bit since then.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. You look at the great one, 5th in the NBA, very crafty player.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Harper, he's checked in for Toronto.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
The pass to Siakam. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Swift. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Middleton. There's the lob into Tacumbo, and onto Tacumbo, slams it in.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Outside Harper. Pass to Fultz. Over Bledsoe. That's good from Fultz on the assist by Harper.
Whenever Fultz is in a catch-and-shoot situation, you know he can't wait for that ball to find his hands.
Passes it to the great one. At the elbow, it's Drummond. Toronto grabs the miss. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at. Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth in his first season as a head coach in the NBA. It translates to absolutely incredible.
Raptors with the lead. Fires it up. And that one hits back iron.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall. That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
The Raptors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And Coach Nick Nurse paid some dues, Doris, before his turn as head coach of this Toronto team.
Well, think about it. Early in his career, he's a player coach in the British Basketball League. Then he goes and establishes a G League franchise in his home state of Iowa. Then to lead that team to a title in 2011, join another G League team for the Raptors and win a title in 2013. Really an incredible journey, guys.
Siakam passes to Harper. And it's sent back by Drummond. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. The Raptors making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. Lock at 6. Siakam with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's the great one. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Now here's Fultz. Defense is right there. The shot's good. Fultz has got 8 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Deflects the pass. Feeds to Harper. But they'll get another chance. Goes back up. And no good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. Pass to Drummond. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Doris, great scoring is often reliant upon great football. And we hear McCollum finds Siakam. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And the basket by McCollum.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Great one out there with Thomas. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle. The Bucks have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First one falls for. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Raptors trail by 4. And let's catch up with our sideline report.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Pistons had a huge game. He scored 48 points, and he did what he does best. He shared the ball and looked to get his guys going throughout the game. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Siakam kicks to Kuzma. Toronto working the ball around now. Just 4 to shoot. A 3 from McCollum. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum. The Bucks have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Bucks making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. Raptors trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Dangerous. That's the word that comes to mind when thinking about Bledsoe's offensive game. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. And good on the second, so he makes both. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 10. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And that one, good. And that's now 9 points for Siakam.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Bucks leading by 8. Down low, here's Middleton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First free throw is good. Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. Bucks number 1.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
And with Eric Bledsoe, to me, when he's playing with confidence and when he's playing under control, this guy is a big-time difference maker.
Markelle Fultz has checked in for McCollum. Drummond working against Siakam. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, you look at all the athletes on this team. How about Pascal Siakam? This guy may be the fastest power forward in the NBA. And if you couple that with ball handling, this guy is tremendous in transition.
Middleton outside. Here's the great one. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. The Great One's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Bledsoe. That one drops for him. And the speed and quickness of Siakam, not just an asset in transition. Doris, defensively, he is something special.
There is no doubt at 6'9", but he's got a 7'3" wingspan. Siakam's combination of length and mobility, tailor-made for the modern NBA.
6 to shoot, offensive rebound, and Giannis throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Kuzma. A finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
The pass to the Great One. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
Here's Fultz. He had 28 points in the win against Cleveland.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
With some arc, and it's sent back by Drummond. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Thursday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for the matchup with the Celtics, it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
Joseph, he's checked in for Toronto. It's stolen by Fultz. Boucher passes to Joseph. Now here's Fultz, guarded by Bledsoe. And the shot is long. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. It's deflected. Joseph against Middleton. Joseph up top. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a 3, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building 3. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
We have seen Pascal Siakam's confidence improve dramatically. This guy is becoming a problem as a scorer.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
Bucks leading by 7. Middleton outside. Passes it to Drummond. To the inside, the Great One. That one misses. Toronto, they've gone 7 of 13 for the field since the start of the second. Here's Fultz. Takes it off the glass. Fultz has got 6 here in this quarter.
Right now, Markelle Fultz playing with a level of determination, grit, and perhaps most importantly, confidence.
Here's the Great One. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And good that time. Now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
How about the athleticism of Pascal Siakam? So tough to corral when he's going on the dribble drive.
Bledsoe with it. Now guarded by Fultz. The shot's good from the great one.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
To the paint, here's Joseph. Siakam trying to free himself up. That's good from Joseph on the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 4th assist in this one. And there's the pass to the great one. It's stolen by Fultz. Joseph against Middleton. Pass to Swift. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Middleton outside. Over to the left wing. And Drummond kicks to Bledsoe. Toronto grabs the miss. Down low, here's Swift, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And stolen by Siakam. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. The Bucks trail to the inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got 10 points.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. Siakam outside. Lock at 6. Rebounded by the Bucks. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, Bledsoe with the kind of strength and wingspan that can cause trouble inside. Draw.
Into the lineup for the Bucks. Holmes. Shooting from the mark.
And he can't get the first one.
2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the... We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, the great one displaying his skills today.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Toronto right now, they've got Fultz. He's out there with Harper. And it's Siakam in at the 4-man position. Here's the great one. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
He puts on his playmaking hat, and Bledsoe very unselfish there.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Bledsoe. Picked his pocket. Fast break, Milwaukee. Chalk up 2 there. Now it's a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And Toronto turns it over again.
Bucks ball.
Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. Bucks number 1.
You know, allowing the fewest points per game in the entire league. Their defense has been dominant. Tremendous scheming by the coaches. The players are skilled. They're motivated. This is a very tough bunch to score on.
And the Raptors making a change here. McCollum's checked in. The great one passes to Antetokounmpo. From outside the arc, and it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from the great one. The great one's got 26 points. Bolts looking around, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people who were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Now here's Fultz. Not a lot of room. Harper with the ball. Now guarded by. Shot clock at 6. Here's Siakam. That one's off. Still out of sync.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Drummond. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Connects from 3-point range. Antetokounmpo's got 13 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's the great one. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. The great one's got 10 points in just the second half.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Fultz. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And the Raptors call time here. Without question, the great one displaying his skills today.
Boy, much needed timeout. This guy scoring at will, and they've had no answer.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Markelle Fultz. He's averaging 19 points per game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Siakam. 17 points in the game. Kicks it to Fultz. Over Middleton.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
It's blocked, but they recover it. The great one passes to Drummond. Got a piece of it. The kick out to Antetokounmpo, and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for the great one. First in scoring, first in steals, and then there's his work at the free throw line where he holds the best percentage league-wide.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Now Harper, 7 points in the game. Lock at 6. And they get it. And the Raptors miss again.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Raptors trail by 18. Swift defended by Middleton. Swift the pass to Harper. And stolen by Drummond. Milwaukee leading by 18. Bledsoe right side. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And that's now 17 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Toronto calls timeout.
And no doubt coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for the Bucks. Harper the pass to Swift. Over to the wing. Now here's Fultz. Tight defense on him. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's the 3. Rebound Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And here is Harper. He has 7. Passes it to Fultz. Here's the floater. And the rejection by Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
To end the drought. Fultz, no good.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
The shot's good from the great one.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Toronto calls timeout.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Markelle Fultz. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. DiVincenzo's checked in. Swift, the pass to Harper. Kuzma outside. Inside, here's Siakam. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Now the pass to Siakam. And it's sent back by Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. So both teams changing it up here. Checked in for Toronto. And then for Milwaukee. DJ Wilson comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the great one subbed in for Thomas. Toronto with the ball. Now here's McCollum. He's got 8. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in. McCollum's got 10 points in the game.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
And stolen by Siakam. Here's Kuzma, and he banks in the layup.
You can't fault the defensive effort there. At times, Kuzma's just too talented a scorer on the drive.
The shot's good from the Great One. The Great One's got 16 points here in the second half.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
McCollum kicks to Joseph. Here's Hernandez. Off target from outside. Bucks leading by 23. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's the Great One. He is guarded by McCollum. Len passes to the Great One. That shot, no good. And the foul called on the Great One. That's his third foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Harper's checked in. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Kuzma outside. Pass to McCollum. 1:57 left in the third quarter.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat grade from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shots.
And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. The Raptors third. In fourth, the Bucks.
You know, both of these teams really look to hammer the offensive glass on a nightly basis. So some commonalities between them. This should be a physical battle tonight.
Fultz, he's checked in for McCollum. 1:41 left in the third. Siakam looking around. And he makes that one. Siakam's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
Here's Wilson. A beautiful reverse layup.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you think into Markelle Fultz's early part of his career, he was under such scrutiny as the #1 overall pick. This guy's starting to prove how valuable he can be. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point. You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Siakam outside. Passes it to Hernandez. Back to Siakam. Shot from the wing. That one off the back iron and out. Milwaukee leading by 23 to the middle. Kicks it out to Wilson, and stolen by Siakam. Here's Harper. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Eric Bledsoe checked in for Milwaukee. Milwaukee has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Bledsoe against Harper. There's the pass to Kuzma. Harper with the ball. No good with the layup. And so it's Milwaukee riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened on the court for the Bucks. You've got Wilson. Bledsoe is out there with the great one. Then there's Len, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 3 slot. Of course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo.
In for the Bucks, Chris Middleton.
Harper up top, guarded by Bledsoe, and it's good for 2. 25 points for Markelle Fultz.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
Middleton outside. Pass to the great one. Kuzma brings the double team. 6 on the shot clock, and the wide open shot from Bledsoe. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Siakam against Wilson. Second chance effort, Hernandez. They get it back. Rejected by Len.
Well, for a big guy so light on his feet, Len rising into the air with ease.
2 shots. That's his 4th personal foul. 2. At the line for the Bucks, Chris Middleton. Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Middleton. Both teams will make substitutions. Good on both. Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Now here's Fultz, guarded by Bledsoe. Len with the block. Here's the great one. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists now tonight.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Up top, Fultz, guarded by Bledsoe. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Toronto with the ball. 6 to shoot. Fultz kicks to Ilyasova. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry. You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2. Fultz has got 27 points. Pass to Bielitsa. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's the great one. He kicks it to Drummond. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Good work defensively by Monroe. Here's Swift, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Great chemistry between 2 teammates. Love the passing.
Now here's Bledsoe. T right on him. To the wing right side. The 3-ball drains the 3-pointer.
And when Bledsoe can make range shots, it sets up the rest of his offense.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Bledsoe. High arcing shot, and the shot goes in from Fultz. He's got 29 points.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Bielitsa passes to the great one. Offline with his 3. Raptors trail by 20. Here's Mitchell Long. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Raptors. Boucher is checked in, and Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Ilyasova. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis comes in for Adams, and Middleton subbed in for Bielitsa. Here's the great one. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Mitchell Long who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. And again, Toronto no up. Milwaukee leading by 18. Here's Giannis. Sinks that one from the post. Giannis has got 15 points here in the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Boucher. Off target from three-point range. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. There's the feed to Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Giannis has got 27 points.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. And the call on the shot. Now, Antetokounmpo, and so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A resounding for them, and Greg in enemy territory, no less.
Hey, that's exactly right, but with the way they control, completely took the crowd out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.